Well, howdy! My name is Cowboy Jeremy and welcome to Chuckbox Cuisine. Now, with the title being Chuckbox Cuisine, you're probably wondering, what are we going to be talking about today? Did you say food? If you said food, you'd be absolutely correct. But we're not going to be talking about any old type of food. We're going to be talking about the food that we've taken with us on our cattle drive. Now, the cattle drive was around the late 1850s, early 1900s. So, we wouldn't just be able to bring our food with us like we would be able to today, right? You're absolutely right. We would need something to store that food, and that would be our chuck box. Can you say that? Right, chuck box. Now, the chuck box was actually invented by a man named Charles Goodnight. Can you say that? Mr. Charles Goodnight. Now, what he did was he took an old army suitcase and he reinforced it with shelves and drawers so that you could hold anything that you would possibly need. So essentially, it was like a mobile pantry. Now, the cattle drive was the equivalent to an extended camping vacation where you would have about 8 to 10 pets that you would be responsible for. That's a really big job and a very big responsibility. Now, when you're going on a camping trip, you want to make sure that you're prepared and you have everything that you need for your food and eating wise. So, I'm going to open my chuck box and we're going to see what we can make for breakfast this morning. You ready? She's a beaut, ain't she? Now, to start off our breakfast, what's something that we could possibly make with all these awesome ingredients? Okay. So, I'm noticing a few ingredients. I noticed some flour, a little bit of cornmeal right here, and some awesome baking powder. Now, with those three ingredients, what do you think I could possibly make? Did you say bread? Hot doggy, you were right. Or maybe even biscuits. Or my favorite, pan de campo bread. Delicious. Now that we know we're going to have some biscuits or pan de campo bread for breakfast, we're going to need something to pair with that so it's a little bit hearty and it sticks with us throughout the day. Let's see what else I have here in my chuck box. Beans. Cowboy's favorite meal is beans. Beans would actually be eaten with every meal that we had. It's a great source of protein and it's delicious. So we can have some biscuits and beans with our breakfast, but that's gonna make us pretty thirsty, right? What do you think a cowboy would want to drink if he's working all day? What would he possibly want to have? Water is a good answer, you're absolutely right. But because a cowboy would be working all day long, their favorite drink of choice would be ARBUCKLES. Can you say that? Absolutely. ARBUCKLES would be the coffee of choice at this time. So there was no such thing as Starbucks. It was only ARBUCKLES. Now, the cattle drive was a very intense job. You had tons of responsibilities and dangers at every corner. But the chuck box was a safe place where you could come and sing songs, play games, and even tell stories with your friends. Now, we thank you guys so much for tuning in for this edition of Chuckbox Cuisine and for joining us with Witte where you are. You guys have a great day.